Siemanko, witam wszystkich. Siema Paweł, witam.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place.
Bardzo fajnie mi się gra.
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
A dlaczego miałbym mieć dość?
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
Good luck getting to Jessie. Better luck. She's a real piece of work.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Damy radę.
Keep hanging around. What can... You have...
On rotten time. Leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Czyli to co? Dobrze, że nie jest tak wielka jak Fallouty czy Skyrim. Kupione bez zadań zapychaczy. No, taka przyjemna eksploracja jest tutaj w tej grze.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
No. Pozbieraj 10 drzew.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Mi starczyło tego do ukrywania się. Dobra. Zostało, to powinno styknąć.
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
No i dobra. Zajmiemy się tą sprawą. Jak się nam trafi gdzieś po drodze, na razie zwiedzam dalej.
CMP Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless...
Terminator 2D i Black Ops 7, a jutro Syberia Remastered, to widzisz. Ja to czekam na Residenta Requiem, co w lutym będzie. Mam nadzieję, że Capcom dowiezie. No, myślę, że tak. Żeby dodali coś ciekawego, ale za to tylko 150 zł. Za dużo, stanowczo za dużo. Za remastera. Remastery są kurwa stanowczo za drogie, one powinny kosztować 60-70 zł, nie więcej. $150 to można dać za remake, ale nie za remastera. Popierdoliło ich z tymi cenami. To Neverwinter 2, ten remaster kosztował, nie wiem, 110 zł chyba, co go kupowałem ostatnio. Czy jakoś tak. Czy nie całą stówkę on kosztował? Kurde, nie pamiętam, ile kosztował ten remaster Neverwintera 2. Około 130, ale zaraz jeszcze wiesz, koło premiery tam było 10% tańszy był, wiesz? A jeszcze ta wersja przedpremierowa, ona była 10% tańsza, ja ją wtedy kupiłem. Coś koło 110 chyba zapłaciłem. Jakaś winda. No na pewno. Znaczy, ja wiesz, gdybym ja miał na przykład wcześniejszą wersję Neverwintera 2, to ja bym nie kupował tego remastera. Tylko, że ja po prostu nie miałem tej wcześniejszej wersji i nigdy w tą grę nie grałem, nie? Dlatego kupiłem. Na przykład remastera Planescape Torment kupiłem za 7 zł na Kinguin. No to wiesz, Neverwintera 1, tą wersję Enchance Edition, też kupiłem na Kinguin za 5 zł. Tylko tego 2 Neverwintera kupiłem na Steamie wtedy za 110, bo po prostu nie grałem w niego nigdy, nawet nie miałem wcześniejszej wersji, nie? Czyli to po prostu była pierwsza gra, jaką kupiłem, jeżeli chodzi o Neverwintera 2. No tak, to normalnie bym nie kupował tego remastera. Gdybym w nią grał wcześniej czy coś, nie? Ale chciałem zobaczyć, co to za gra, no i nie żałuję, bo zajebiście mi się podobała. Świetnie mi się w nią grało. Dużo lepsza od 1. Znaczy dla mnie, nie? Tak samo jak te Pilarsy ostatnie. Też zajebista gra. Jeszcze mi 2 została do ogrania. Wiesz, że tam zawsze kupuję sobie gry na jakichś promocjach, nie? No chyba, że mi naprawdę zależy na jakichś tytułach, co wiem, że to będą pewniaki. Tak, na przykład ten remake Silent Hilla 2, czy wiesz, Kingdom Come 2, nie? Co kupuję preordery. Tak samo jak kupię teraz Residenta Requiem preordera, nie? Na tego typu gry to tak. Rezydenty to praktycznie zawsze na premierę kupuję. Kilka jest takich gier, co wiesz, mogę w ciemno kupić na premierę. Co wiem, że się nie zawiodę. No, Clair Obscure. Genialna gra. To tam jest pewnie baza tego podświadka całego. Wszystko na to wskazuje. To na razie jeszcze się tu pokręcę dookoła i później tam zobaczę, jeszcze to przejdę dookoła. Ja tutaj poluję na tego gościa. Gdzie on kurde jest? Kim jesteś? Czekaj, maszyna czyszcząca. To nie. A, to ten jest. W dokach na rufie. No gdzieś kurwa się przemieszcza cały czas. Gdzie go wyjebało teraz? Nie wiadomo. Maszynka do mięsa. Tak dawniej w takich kurwa dużych tych restauracjach były te wilki, czy jak to się nazywało. Takie kurwa wielkie też do mielenia. Czy w takich perelowskich gastronomicznych lokalach.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of bratwurst cooking. They're terror fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terror fry them in their own juices. Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike. Terror frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret, a mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
No i też czekam właśnie na remake Silent Hilla 1 od Blueberów. Teraz już nie wiem, czy wszystkie DLC-ki wyszły. Ja tak planuję za jakiś czas znowu sobie zagrać. Zacząć od 1, jeszcze raz 1 ograć i jeszcze raz 2, no bo w 2 grałem na premierę zaraz, nie? Tylko że jeszcze wtedy tam nie było dodatków, ona troszkę zabugowana była, ale dało się bez problemu przejść. I właśnie jak już będzie ten pakiecik ze wszystkimi DLC-kami, to dokupię i wtedy ogram jeszcze raz 2, jak już to wszystko powychodzi.
Legally? No. The terror frying method was developed
Nie wiem,
and
czy już wszystkie
marketed by
wyszły, czy nie?
Spacer's Choice.
Nawet nie wiem.
Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
Pułapka.
Long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves chewy. At least not yet. I'm sure modern science will find a way. Just as well. Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Suszona woda w tabletkach. Kurwa. Suszona woda w tabletkach.
Trying to get us all in trouble?
Tamta zobaczyła. No czasami jak nikt nie zobaczy, to się zajebać. Tylko to trzeba tak jakoś się ustawić. W sumie ta i ta nie widziała. Da zrobić. O. To zwykle myślałem, że to jakiś unikat.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel borders, but don't
Jeżeli
want to
ktoś
risk a
robi ten
bullet through the
gatunek, to
hull.
pewnie tak, bo mnie na przykład te gry to w ogóle nie interesują.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked
Wiesz, te
Eridanos.
Call of Duty,
indentured
te
to the
Black Opsy,
corporation.
to wszystko to nigdy mnie nie interesowały.
I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on
Pamiętam
Groundbreaker.
lata temu
It's the
na
last
PlayStation
bastion of
1
freedom.
pograłem chwilę w Call of Duty i od tej pory skończyła się moja przygoda, kurwa, z tą serią. Zaczęła się na pierwszej, na jedynce. Pograłem może, kurwa, z pół godziny w tą grę i wypierdoliłem. I tak się skończyły właśnie moje przygody z Call of Duty. No to diamentówka się trafiła. Poziom 14, to nie, bo ja mam... Czekaj. 20, 132. To, że ja mam z ulepszeniami, to tak się jeszcze trafią dużo lepsze na pewno. Z tego granatnika też postrzelać, zobaczyć. Czy jest sens go trzymać, nie wiem po co tu mam snajperkę, to... A niech leży na razie. Chuj tam, zobaczymy jak to strzela.
Itching to whack someone over the head. Welcome!
Tego to trzymam, bo to był pierwszy, co ze statku z niego wyszedłem. To taka pamiątka będzie. Na pamiątkę go sobie trzymam. Tu jest też winda. Windą do nieba wzięłaś mnie. A wtedy padał śnieg.
You'll have to show me how to do that.
Kto tego pana tu zabił? Jakiś kurwa bandyta frańcowaty. Puścioch.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. This unit
Jadalne
dispenses
białko w stylu
proteins for your
domowym.
ingestion. This unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer. This unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess. This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's
Tak na chwilę obecną
responsibilities.
więcej nie potrzebuję.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes. Meals come with this unit. This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How
Nie.
dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
I tak jak tutaj 50-50, dodatkowo zwiększa wrażenie zadawane bronią naukową, kumuluje się z dziwną nauką. Ta broń naukowa to może być kurwa naprawdę potężna. Chociaż ja wiem. No właśnie, tu niektóre plakaty można zbierać.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for... Have you seen this man?
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna
Hang in the back and try not to touch it.
This is Halcyon News.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the
What do you think you're doing? I don't have
Incoming!
Move along.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Czyli co, to już dookoła obleciałem. Teraz zrobię sobie tak, że... jeden zapis tu zostawię, bo nie wiem jak z tymi frakcjami tu jest. O co tu z nimi chodzi? Odzysk transport i pod światło. Grupa gwiezdna. Nie wiem, zobaczymy. To nie tutaj byli, tak?
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
I thought I saw something. What do you think you're doing?
Okay, gone quiet.
What the? I thought I saw something. What do you think you're doing? Just don't let me get you again, all right?
No to w sumie nic nie ma. Zobaczmy jak to pójdzie z reputacją. Na przykład abym ich sieknął wszystkich. Z tej ciekawości.
What was that? What was that? What was that? Who's there?
W tej grze jest piękne to, że tu można centralnie wszystkich zabić. Wszystkich możesz zajebać, każdego NPC możesz zabić, a i tak masz możliwość ukończenia gry. To jest piękne. Ja kiedyś będę musiał zagrać tak w tą grę, żeby kurwa wiesz, każdego zabić, nie? Każdego, kogo tylko spotkam na drodze, zajebać i chuj i iść dalej.
So you're the new captain in town.
Totalna
I was hoping
anihilacja.
you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? Too bad.
Too bad.
So... Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack. I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need.
Nie, no to ja
If there's
wiem, bo
anything
ona mi też
else,
dała
be quick
zadanie.
about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow.
Strzał ostrzegawczy w głowę zawsze dobry.
Legal formalities. Your words, not mine. Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate. Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one. Ask. I have nothing to hide. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
No i dobra. Zaraz, bo tak. No. Wezwanie pomocy 4.2. Bo ja coś dla Maxa chyba mam.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
If this is something... I don't...
Talk to Miss Lilia if you're looking for work. That's a good question. Yes? Yes, that sounds right. I'll make sure to include that in the new employee salvage tutorial.
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that.
Aha, na razie mnie kurwa nie wpuszczą na statek, to nie zbadam tego zgłoszenia. Później dopiero pewnie.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade. I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard in high summer, so guess I can't complain.
Either way, let's not stick around so long we all roast alive. No offense, Miss Elson, I'm sure whatever critical problem needs fixing will get patched in time.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor. Have yourself a pleasant day.
Do widzenia. Dobra, to się tam później do niego udamy. Ciekawe, jak to jest w ogóle z kostami teraz. To jest chyba druga jakaś frakcja.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
No, zobaczymy, co to w ogóle jest. A nie, to jest ten patafian mojego statku, to później tu przyjdę. A tu co jest? A, doki na rufie, to tam jest ten gość do odjebania w sumie.
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Ja chciałem pogadać.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice. Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
Here they come.
Security searching.
What was that? Did I hear something?
Combat.
What was that?
What was that? What was that?
You're mine!
Take the wrong captain!
Did I hear something? There?
Nice one, Captain!
Searching for unauthorized person.
Old Bess is out.
Ja jestem elektrykiem wysokich napięć i tylko popiół po nich zostaje. O, jakie fajne. Można tu wejść? Co? Owsikę. Owsisko. Owsiki, kurwa, tylko takie duże. Siekiera. Taki zespół metalowy jest chyba z Puław. I się siekiera nazywają. Chuj, jest straszna. Ale takie mojemu kumplowi się strasznie podobają ich kawałki. Stary metalowiec. Pancur metalowiec. No właśnie, jest z Puławi. To jego ulubiony zespół. To jest taki chujowy, że... Masakra. Siekiera.
What the? Something. Heard something. What was that? Put him in the dirt!
Shoot, I'm with too late.
You try... What do you think you're doing?
Dupę ci ratuje, to spierdalaj stąd, a nie jeszcze za kradzież mnie łapiesz. Myślałem, że tak będzie. To co save'a zrobiłem. Dobra, zobaczmy, ktoś tu jest, no i może pójdzie stąd w cholerę.
Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by. That's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
No, dobra, spierdalaj. Fajnie.
Good, we're in. Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Dobra, to mogę w sumie nagrodę za niego odebrać. Siema, Piaro, witam. Później jeszcze tam zaglądnąć i na końcu tutaj. Przeskoczę tą nagrodę, za gościa wezmę.
How goes the hunt?
I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. A shame, but I won't hold it against you. The lighter's enough to file for the insurance payment. Long as his fees are cleared, I'll call it justice served. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing.
Nie, co ja? A, nie ten kurwa klawisz. Co, teraz tam trzeba jej zobaczyć. Co my tu mamy? Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry, kury.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt. Direct.
And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I
toss
can
ball
hardly
first.
even concentrate.
Coaches
Junlei
and
better hurry
referees
up
are
with those
debating
damn repairs
how
already.
and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage.
Same kurwa inżyniery.
Be seeing you,
A
stranger.
tu stację uratowałem. Ciąg, ciąg. Ciąg, ciąg, ciąg. Ciąg, ciąg, ciąg. I reszta. No i fajnie.
Suppose it's time to... You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
All day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn though.
Akurat teraz musiała się obrócić.
Great work.
Szkodnik. Pistolet. O, tu 100, dobra.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
No, zajebista.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe. You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Then you know it's a den of criminals and miscreants. Unfortunately, I'll need to ask you to return. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Co tam zostało jeszcze? O, tego nie zauważyłem.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Nie zauważyłem, a może nie dało się tego wcześniej wziąć, cholera wie.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the mantipellae, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
No to tu musi ładnie grzać.
Here they come.
Co to kurwa jest?
We're pretty good at this.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis.
System.
Bad news.
Searching for
Diagnostics says their
unauthorized
circuit
persons.
boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Searching. Suspicious data not found. Terminating security search. Investigating.
Here we go.
Security. Maintenance required for a...
That's the last of them.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps. once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
This is Halcyon News.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
No dobra. To będzie na innej planecie, nie? To też na statku do sprawdzenia. To też chyba nie tutaj.
Be seeing you, stranger.
Temps are lowering across the station. Anyone outside is getting a hell of a light show from the droplet arrays. Thanks for the help. Let me know if you ever need to borrow a wrench or something.
To mi miał niby te leki sprzedawać.
You save my com center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize it.
A to pewnie w tym. Witamy.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Hello. Now, is there a better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station?
Keep hanging around and I'll begin. What can I... You have your...
O, trzeba by ze Stalinem pogadać.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine, really. It's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. Be my guest. I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands. I have few complaints.
You refer to the radiator issue? Oh, goodness, it was dreadful. I was sweating constantly. Chief Tennyson certainly did take her time resolving it. I owe you a debt, then. I was going through 3-4 shirts a day. Still, that Tennyson woman. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She did everything she could. It was your people's fault, not Junlei's.
My, aren't you, excitable. Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference. I'm sorry my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
A to drugie pytanie?
Ask. Ah.
Be
You refer to the... Gracious, no. I can't imagine what gave you that idea. I only facilitated communication between the board and Chief Tennyson. It's not my fault she was stubborn. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She did everything she...
To jest to samo.
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course. Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign. When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care. A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use. Oh, good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no. Best to be clear, I believe. Ask away.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill. I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Dobra, spierdalaj, dziadu. Jakbym go odjebał, to pewnie nikt by tutaj nie sapnął nawet.
For law's sake, put that away.
What was that?
Got him! That's the last of them.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt a regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, but at least
Tu gdzie ona jest? A tutaj są obie.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain. Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Chyba jeszcze coś na statku też miałem zbadać.
Hey, you got a second?
Dobrze, że nie poszedłem od razu na statek.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Sure, I can be myself. I can be myself better than anybody else in the system. You're looking for crew, I'm looking for a way off this port. So we've got something in common already. And yeah, I know I came on a little strong, but honestly, when was the last time anybody was so eager to throw in with you? That's gotta count for something, right? Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
A to o tych lekach. Dobra.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind? No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite
Siemanko, Krzysztof, witam.
uncomfortable. It was my fault he died. I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically
Zginął, kurwa, bo
disregarded
był
the
głupi.
results.
Stał z nadajnikiem, kurwa, w miejscu lądowania kapsuły. Zamiast zostawić nadajnik i odejść.
He asked me to trust him. Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him.
A który to był odcinek?
It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital investigator created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding
Ty, ale oni w ogóle zajebiście chodzili, nie?
I asked once. Alex did not
Znaczy w sumie Herflik zajebiście chodził. Piąty sezon. 4. odcinek.
Do return in one piece,
Czyli maksymalnie 2 osoby można mieć jednocześnie.
Captain.
No. Ty, a faktycznie oni obaj utykali. To nie Herflik tylko utykał, nie? Ten drugi też.
Hey there, Captain. Anything? BC?
Czekaj, podejdę do... No, tak, faktycznie.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up.
Oh yes,
Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
Czekaj. Nie będę płacił 10 000, to lepiej tam tego questa zrobić.
Anytime.
No, tutaj jeszcze jedna osoba ma dla mnie też. Nie mam tej karty. Karta magnetyczna do maksu. Tutaj karty nie mam. Nie znalazłem jej nigdzie. To tamta pewnie. Też nie będzie miała dla mnie tego zlecenia. No, dopiero jak zdobędę tą właśnie przepustkę. Gdzie to było? Tutaj. I trzeba lecieć tego questa ogarnąć.
Make this conversation worth...
No, na razie nie. Dobra. No musi mi to dać. Nie będę za to płacił 10 000. Jak ja mam 14 000. Nie ma sensu. Robimy questa. Graty zysku, no, podróż gdziekolwiek. Próba wezwanie pomocy wysłane z Tery 2. Na Terę 2 trzeba lecieć. Ale w międzyczasie można by było zająć się trochę może pobocznymi questami. Przecież ja mogę użyć szybkiej podróży. Bo w sumie tak, zadania towarzysza. Zadania poboczne. Rozarium. Głosy. PN23. O, sprawdźmy. Będzie PN23.
I'll admit, the station's in better shape than I expected it to be.
Captain, this place is supposed to be empty, yeah? 'Cause I got the queerest feeling.
O co miałem sen? Piękny sen, kurwa. Tak, synku, to jest kupa. No proszę. To jakieś obejście, widzę. No, może niepotrzebnie. Piekielna kosa. Srogo. Bardzo fajne. No i spoko się z nich strzela. Zobaczmy, co tutaj siedzi. Woźny. Jaką ma zajebistą szczoteczkę na kurz.
What happened here?
Poor fella. You think he did it to himself, Captain? That's real sad.
Tłumik. To jakiś unikat. No tam wyżej chcę go przenieść. Tak go przeniesiemy. Ale jeśli chodzi o broń i strzelanie. Pierwszy słyszę, nie znam tej gry. Nie mam pojęcia, panie kolego, co to jest. Tak mówisz? To muszę teraz... O, zrobić kopię Ednia, dobra. Do niej wrócę. Zadokuję na statku. I co? I trzeba pomału kończyć chyba, nie? Już nie znam. To ja pierwszy raz słyszę. Znaczy, może wiesz co? Gdzieś mi się tam obiło o uszy. Może widziałem jakieś filmiki czy coś, ale tak ogólnie to... Nie mam pojęcia, co to za gra.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker. I think I'll initiate an
Proszę pani, a to ciągle wali. Ładna nafta.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly. Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place. Routing through the backup relay has saved us a mess of trouble.
No i bardzo ładnie. To mnie się podoba.
I was doing some maintenance on the radiators and found this lying around. You look like you need it more than I do.
Dobra, ja będę kończył na dzisiaj, uciekam. Dobranoc i do jutra. Trzymajcie się, papa.